So 172 just ended, and we need to talk about the next step for Rodtang. And it's, if you've been paying attention, the most logical next step is going to be Haggerty. Since all this talk about Chatri saying Haggerty is next for Rodtang, and the Instagram posts they've been going back and forth, you know, even though I don't like this fight and a lot of other people do, I think the whole consensus is people like this fight, and it's good for the company. It's good for one. Okay, this is a really good fight for one. This doesn't do anything for Rodtang, and if Haggerty is actually not going to put his belt on the line, then there's no point, right? So if he doesn't put his belt on the line, what will happen? His kickboxing belt, right? Because if we look at the bantamweight kickboxing division, Haggerty just beat Wei, and Wei, who was on a crazy win streak, got outclassed by Haggerty, honestly, in a good fight, right? But if this fight doesn't happen, what happens next, right? We look at the bantamweight Muay Thai division, which most likely Rodtang will fight Haggerty, because where else are they gonna fight? So if Haggerty gets beat by Rodtang, Rodtang will be number 2, and Rodtang will most likely fight Nabil next, because SUPERLEK just got beat by Nabil very decisively, by the way. Haggerty just got beat by SUPERLEK in this division too. So where does Rodtang fit? Rodtang would beat Haggerty. Then after he beats Haggerty, he'll probably fight SUPERLEK again. If not, if he doesn't get that SUPERLEK fight, the SUPERLEK 2, he'll probably fight Nabil. He has a lot of options in bantamweight. He has the kickboxing route. You know, he can work his way up to the title shot, and then he can fight Haggerty, and Haggerty would have to fight him because that'd be a mandatory shot. But we look at the most recent fight that Rodtang just had against Takeru, right? Flyweight kickboxing. We gotta just pay attention to this. Rodtang just beat Takeru, and SUPERLEK is the champion. The mandatory fight to make next is SUPERLEK Rodtang in kickboxing. Their first fight in kickboxing against each other. Put all my checks on Rodtang. I don't care. SUPERLEK Rodtang should be the next fight, because Rodtang just beat Takeru. If we're just going off of recent activity, give it all to Rodtang. Doesn't matter, right? Now, let's look at Rodtang's division. Who does he have to fight here, right? Rodtang has SUPERLEK, you know. He has Kong, NAKROB, and Johan. Do I think SUPERLEK will ever go back to flyweight in kickboxing and Muay Thai? No, he most likely will not. So who does Rodtang fight in this division? Kong. Fight Kong. Why? That would be a great fight. Kong versus Rodtang would do great in Thailand, and it would do great on the States, because Kong he's gone on a win streak. He's on a little win streak, and he's doing his thing. You know, he just beat Nongo, and he has a lot of momentum right now. NAKROB is on a momentum streak as well. Johan is on a crazy momentum streak, and I think a lot of people would like to see Johan versus Rodtang more than anyone else on this list, because a lot of people know SUPERLEK's most likely not going to make weight. Kong is a little bit boring of a fight. NAKROB, maybe too easy for Rodtang, but Johan, that athleticism, that style would make a really fun fight with Rodtang, and I think that in flyweight Muay Thai, that would be a crazy fight. So we go back to the next step for Rodtang, right? Who else is there besides those options? Who else is there? There's a little man named Prajanchai. If I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me. Correct me if I'm wrong if I said that. But Prajanchai, he is so good. And I think that Rodtang should fight Prajanchai. Prajanchai is probably my favorite Muay Thai fighter right now. And in terms of skill, not just like showing. If it's showing, give it all to Rodtang. Okay, but in terms of skill and angles and science, oh my goodness, Prajanchai versus Rodtang would be a crazy fight. I would love to see that fight, right? Right now, since it's getting pushed so hard, is against Haggerty. You know, we will most likely see this fight next, because I'm pretty sure, I don't think Chatri really wants SUPERLEK to let go of that flyweight belt in kickboxing. I don't think he wants him to let that go. I'm pretty sure he wants Haggerty to let it go though, pushing this fight like that. But I think it's a stupid fight as well. So I think it's stupid because he's 2-0 already. 2-0, right? And don't even get me started on Haggerty as a change fighter. I don't want to hear shit. Just look at what he's done. Okay? Look at what Haggerty has been going through. I don't want to hear anything else. That's all. That's all I have to say. Rodtang would do more than that, okay? I mean, it's a great fight on paper, right? Both on a win streak. Not a win streak for Haggerty, but you know, both have momentum right now in kickboxing, and it'd be a great fight to make, you know? For money, you know, not for legacy, but for money, it'd be a great fight to make. You know, these are two superstars in one. These are two superstars in Thailand and all around the world. Westerners would love to see this fight. I'm pretty sure if this fight were to take place in Denver, yo, that would sell out an arena in America. Or if this was in Thailand, instant sellout too. So, in my opinion, this fight is a great fight for the company. But if we're just doing in terms of legacy, in kickboxing, he has to fight SUPERLEK. If SUPERLEK can't make weight, throw away that belt. And for flyweight Muay Thai, fight Kong, fight Johan, fight NAKROB. You know, I don't think SUPERLEK is gonna make weight again. I think that if you don't really want to do that, if you want to just have a super fight in Thailand and see two hometown heroes go at it, Prajanchai and Rodtang. I think Nabil versus Rodtang would be a great fight too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think bantamweight Muay Thai is the division for Rodtang. So let's just keep that just there, because if you really want to, you can just give it Nabil Rodtang as a super crazy super fight for the championship title. So yeah, I think we're 100% getting Haggerty and Rodtang next. In my opinion, it's a cash grab, but I don't want to really say that either, but it is a cash grab. I honestly don't know what's going to happen for the next step of Rodtang. There's so many options, but it's just a blur. It's so confusing. You see, Haggerty is scared. SUPERLEK probably, his confidence is probably shattered. Nabil is on a fucking run, and flyweight Muay Thai is a mess. So it's like, who will fight Rodtang, right? Who's really gonna fight Rodtang in reality? Because I mean, we know that he's gonna fight Haggerty, and you know that is gonna happen. But I think, yo, fuck it, flyweight Muay Thai, Prajanchai versus Rodtang. That's the fight I want. Another fight I want really bad because it makes the most sense, because he's a mandatory now. Rodtang versus SUPERLEK, I think that would be a great fight. I think that would do a lot of the company justice and so much fan service, you could say. And it would, I think it would save kind of the division and flyweight entirely. So that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.